Guys, hello, welcome all, hello all tons. Today we invite everyone to the second pre-hackathon online talk about building on Ton blockchain, and especially today we will talk about Web3 gaming. Our guest today is Daria Novikova as a Chief Product Officer at Ton Play Launchpad, and Ton Play is the first game-oriented launchpad on Ton blockchain. So, welcome all, and Daria, can you a little bit tell about your background and about Tomplay, and we start with the presentation.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Daria, and I'm Chief Product on Tonplay. And Tonplay is a platform to play and create Web3 games. And I'm here today to talk with you about Web3 gaming and what kind of game mechanics you can find here, and about rules, definitely. What are the rules to develop the games? So I can't start to wait to start.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm leave this stream and will follow you underground, and here's your presentation.
So can I start?
Yes, you can already start. Thank you.
Well, let's get started. So I think that the main question you can have today is it really our future? And I think today we'll find the answer. And don't worry about that. Let's get started from the very, very beginning. And the first thing I want to talk about is the audience. Who are they? Who are the guys who want to play Web3 games? And sorry. And right now we have two types. First one are flippers. You know these guys. Thanks for them. We have play to earn mechanics. This guy is only interested in earning money, and actually that's fine. And they think about Web3 games only as places where you can earn some money and doing particularly nothing. And actually they're interested in gaming only because they need to, because they should find product investment attractiveness. And actually that's all. They can do anything you said to them if you promise, or if you promise a chance to earn something. And the flow is that they try betas, they craft items, and if the project succeeds, or even if no, they sell items to the second type of audience, and these are gamers. Well, I think I don't need to describe gamers. They're guys who love gaming. They love playing cool games. And actually, I think they're definitely not about earning money. Like, that's fine if you can like earn $5 in order to buy another stuff, but still it's not about spending all your day to earn and earn more. And in this situation, in Web3, gamers now be like, oh no, because there are same drops and identical warm-ups. Like, yet another blogger promised you to enormous experience in yet another NFT project, and definitely promise you like earning money or something. And in this situation, remember there was an NFT hype, January 2022, and monkeys for millions. Gamers again think about, for example, economy, and now in play to earn, it's broken economy. Because imagine you have users and you said to them, like, if you do something, you earn 10%. Then for some reason, token of this game go down, and a developer said, well, let's go 20%. And there is not enough new users in order to pay for all users, and that's called a Ponzi scheme. So the question is, would gamers trade exciting and high quality Web2 games for money? And you guess, oh no, they don't want this. And like, what can we do in this situation? Ownership is good. NFT brings ownership, and this is a good idea, but it cannot replace game mechanics. The main question for us and the main goal now is find out the answer to the question how to merge game mechanics with a new ownership experience. Remember when we have mobile gaming in the very beginning? We need to find out how to play games on your mobile phones with fingers, not with a keyboard. And I think we should do the same, but with Web3. Let's find out where we are. First wave is done. It was time for scam and play to earn projects. I think you know that. However, after that, it's time for searching. We all know that it's bear market on crypto, like crypto winter. But I like the phrase that bear market, it's time to build. And I paraphrase it like bear market, it's time to crazy experiments. So we need to test, we need to search the optimal business model for Web3 gaming. And then there will be the third wave and paradigm shifts and this wave is for survivors and for winners, guys who find how to do that, how to bring the quality to users and still gain money from this. So let's talk about what kind of games we can develop in Web3. And let's keep this casual. Yes, let's keep this casual. Classical play to earn. Well, we've already figured out why not. And actually, we as a platform, and I personally don't recommend you to follow this way. Hyper casual, and probably yes, but well, let's don't move from 3 in a row to 3 in a row with NFTs. Like, let's keep simple, which is needed to keep simple. What about hard and heavy 3D games? Well, that's great, and I believe that it also perfect for NFT mechanics and Web3. However, remember I told you about this searching wave, testing wave. It's quite expensive and it's about long development. And I know standalone projects choose this path. However, if you want to try, probably it's not perfect way for you. And casual mobile games, yes, but you have to show off. And here what we have. We understand that it's hard to shift audience from what they got used to something new. And if you develop farm or a PG, you should suggest to the audience something which is much, much better than in Web2. And let's discuss about social mechanics, which may help, and how NFT help develop these mechanics. So first of all, it's cooperation. Well, NFT is perfectly for cooperation. If you suggest a mission for your users, and there is a situation when one user cannot complete the mission without another user, and merging NFT mechanic is perfectly here. They find or craft items in the game in order to create the new item which will help them to achieve the mission and win or something in the game. Also, competition. Of course, NFT is perfect for competition because you can suggest players unique items, like literally unique items that which no one has except the user. And they can compete for gaining these items, to buying these items, and that also brings the new option of playing. Well, and the last one and my favorite part of social mechanics is grooming. What I mean, everything is public on blockchain, right? And like you can show the whole world that you own something, and that could be anything. And people can congratulate others for owning the asset, or they can be jealous of this, or the owner can be proud that he and only he owning this asset. Actually, I think if games will find the option how to adopt these mechanics into the NFT games, that would be a shift. So we all talk about Web3 as a technology, and this is an advantage. So what kind of options we have for now for NFT gaming? Definitely transfer. You can transfer one NFT to another NFT, and that's quite easy. You only need to change your metadata. Also burn. Of course, you can just burn out the NFT you have in the game, and no one have access to it anymore. Also merging, I told about that. Like, you have 3 NFTs like common, and you put them together and have one unique NFT item. Also loot boxes, of course. Everybody loves loot boxes in this world. Also reveal and soulbound. Soulbound is a new type of NFTs, and you can use this as achievements, for example, or who knows how would you use it, but still you have this option. And I'd like to move on, and that's my favorite part about the rules. Remember I announced that let's talk about the rules. Easy entrance. I think that's the most important, and that's where we started when we built the Ton Play. Crypto gaming is in charge of 50% mass adoption, crypto mass adoption, like all wallets in the world, 50% of this, all thanks to crypto gaming. However, 80% drop down on the step when they need to connect wallet. So please don't ask users to connect the wallet from the first step. And that's a mistake lots of companies done. So that's why I'm talking about this here. Suggest them to explore the game, to gain the experience, to understand the mechanic. Just make everything, and your users will fall in love with your game. And only after that, ask them to connect wallets. And be careful with the point when they need to top up the balance, because creating wallets, connecting wallet is not the last step, and it's not the last problem users have in the crypto world. And also, there could be a trick, like you can gift your users an NFT, and that could be the entrance for them into the crypto world. The rule number 2 is less blockchain items. What I mean, when people think about Web3 games, they say, well, I just put all my items, what I usually sell on the marketplace in Web2, to a blockchain, and that would be fine. However, that is a mistake, because you should carefully choose what kind of items you want to put on the blockchain. Because remember, this is the blockchain, and your user will confirm every transaction and pay the gas fee, also like go to the wallet to confirm the action, and this broke the flow. So be careful with the blockchain items you choose. And the last rule I have for today is think twice about the token. 3 months ago, I would say that token is an evil. However, now I'm more token friendly person. However, let's imagine that tokenized economy usually require the liquidity, capitalization, and all this crypto management stuff. And that's not fine if you do your first Web3 game and you haven't got that experience before. So please think twice, do you want to deal with this or not? and choose carefully what kind of tokens you want, what about the governance token, and how you want to transfer your game token into the real currency. So actually, we are on our finals. Let's sum up what we've discussed. For now, we are building the platform to play and probably earn. And we like to say like play to earn, play to enjoy, P2E, play to enjoy. We believe that that could be the key to change the current situation with Web3 gaming. And Tom Play is in charge to turn the idea of Web3 gaming. That's our mission, that's our goal. For games, we suggest smart contracts to mint your assets on blockchain. Also, and definitely smart contracts for marketplace, for buy and sell flow. Also, we're developing these loot boxes, merging, review, burn, and all this stuff in order to help games to jump into this sphere. And all we need from games is just a cool, fascinating, exciting game in a web application. Actually, that's all from my side for today. I definitely can talk about Web3 gaming more and more. So let's talk. And please text me on Telegram. I always open for your questions and I'd love discussion about that. So here we go. I can't hear you.
Okay, guys,
Pardon.
thank you.
Yeah,
I
get
want
it.
to I want to mention for our viewers that today we have a contest for the best question, and you can write down your question here. If you're watching in Telegram, in Tone Chat, there are specific posts where you can put your questions as a comments. And if you're watching on LinkedIn, you can write down your question directly on LinkedIn translation, and we will choose the better question, and the winner will receive the rewards for 30 ton coins. And but I have already a list of questions, and we can start with the most general about Web3 gaming. And imagine that I'm a game development team. Where can we start developing a blockchain game? It is better to start from the scratch or tokenized a ready-made game.
Well, that's perfect question, and thank you. I think that if you have game experience in Web2, you can try to adopt your like current game mechanics into Web3 by trying find the balance of assets on blockchain and only then move to tokens, as I said, because tokens require tricky things like capitalization, liquidity, and all this stuff. You like need to manage your token, and if you have a small team, like 5 to 10 people in that, it costs a lot, like your energy, money, and everything. So you can try without token first, and then move on to tokenized economy then.
Okay, great. So another question, if I'm like just in bullet points, if I am a game developer team, why I should choose if I can go to Web2 project and list my game on Steam and pay like that high commission, but I will have the flow or traffic of the players what Steam provide. Why should I choose Web3?
Well, that's cool question, and we always ask this in our team, like why Web3 is better than Web2, what kind of problems Web3 solves, and all these things. And I can say that first, the competition, like, App Store, Google Play, Steam, it's like a places where lots of game developers and top um, games are just like top 5 probably, who is really successful. And on the new platform and on Ton, and we're like talking about games on Telegram, you can find your audience actually. And you, as I told about game mechanics, you can try out something new, something you cannot done before with the items on Web2. And the last point is globalization. Like, our world is not stable. Everything can be blocked in a moment, or like something may happen. And when we talk about blockchain, everything is decentralized. And if you own something, you can always sell it on the marketplace. Also, like, it doesn't matter from which country you are. You just can start playing.
Yeah, totally agree. So basically, when we are going to Web3, we have a ready-made infrastructure for secondary market for our item. And also because we have multiple platforms on different blockchains. For example, our player has more liquidity or opportunity to monetize their game experience and their game rewards. Very cool. Another question. Web big part of the pre-gaming is tokenomics of the project, and how to create a sustainable tokenomics and prevent rug pull.
I see that today tokenomics is one of the most interesting question. So I think you should think twice before you start, because if you launch the product, you cannot just like fix something after that, as we get used to on Web3, on Web2. Like, I had an example that you have like a user flow where there are some kind of staking mechanics, and you promise if they like put 10 like something, they promise you to have 10% of this. However, you should repay and repay and repay again. And I think that if we talk about something stable, you should be sure that you have new users, that this is the first part. Also, probably the answer could be not connect your tokens with the real fiat or like real currency in order to prevent this drop. And also, and probably that could be an answer, that you can use a reward, like currency reward, so carefully, like only for something super special. Like, you still have this earned part. However, this is so like hard to gain it. I mean, that probably not so attractive for crypto users who are always think about earning part, and that's fine. There are too many projects who promise you 100% of earnings on each Telegram channel. You can find it every day. But if you want to build something stable and develop it step by step, please be sure you think about this before. Also be careful with the staking promises, and also be sure that your token is not so is not in dangerous position if we talk about this connection to a real currency.
Yes, and also one critical point is the tokens of the developers, and should be locked, I think, as long as possible, because because a lot of people think that itself is a scam, and crypto is a scam, and
Yeah.
also opinion is applying to blockchain gaming. But at the end, the blockchain is just a database.
Yep.
It's technology. You can't tell that technology is a scam. Technology is technology. As a gun, it could be used as a protection or as a weapon. Yeah. So the
Yep.
same here. Okay, another question. Also, we have a question from the auditory, from Mr. Gleb Ayers. I asked other options are there for the implementation of the blockchain economy besides the NFT items. So I think the question mostly about the potential utility of NFT token, not just only selling and reselling.
Well, I think that firstly, collaborations are a super great tool for for Web3 NFT projects. That's something that Web2 games or projects at all don't understand perfectly, I think. Like in Web3, we usually should find all ways to gain new audience and to make the experience bigger, something more fascinating. And that's why we always collaborate with another projects, with another platforms. We build like cross-chain options and again and again and again. And I think that the first utility for NFTs in the game could be options to use it in another games. And we already have this example. For example, for on Play, we have the game called Escape from Zaya, and they collaborate with Tonpanks, and they put items from this game to another game. And this is the first option you may have, like cross option. Then also everything is about something meaningful. If your NFT is a result of your game experience, or you can use it as an avatar, you can do something with your friends with this NFT. It's also become valuable for the user. They probably don't want to sell it at all, and they just want to use it as an asset, as like just like we use some stuff at home. They show it to to our games, to our friends, and actually that's super great. Let me think about it also. I think that's an interesting point to discuss.
Okay, great. Let's go to the next question, next bunch of questions. So I think it'd be mostly about Play Launchpad itself. So imagine that I'm a game team and I ask you, how can I apply for Play Launchpad, and what are your conditions here for game dev team and for my project?
Okay, that's a perfect question. That's quite easy. For now, we have an acceleration program. We've done it especially to help game developers launch in our platform. We have guides, we have documentation, we have a team who support you on every step. And everything starts from the type form. You just need to present yourself. Tell us a bit more about your team and your idea, or even like if you have a game itself for now, that's perfect. Just send us the info. Then we have a Zoom call where we discuss and meet each other. And after that, we understand the tasks. And for example, if you have a game, we just give you the information, what should you do in order to connect with our platform, or probably you need some help with the tokenomics. We have guys who are perfectly in this topic. We have calls with them and improve your like task. Then definitely, if you want to have expertise about marketing, community collaborations, airdrops, and sales, we have also people who help you with this. And that's all. Just complete the guides and you are on the platform. We are open for web games, HTML5, WebGL, Unreal Engine, whatever you want. Also, we ask you not to require like wallet connection and login. As soon as we just send you the token with all this information from user. And we have game API, and you can check all NFT assets and everything what you need about the blockchain using this API. I like to say that easy, and our plans is to launch beta on November, and we have huge release February 2023.
Great. Looking forward to seeing the other questions. So I'm already on the Launchpad and acceleration program. So I'm a young team. I need funding for building a prototype or just for the next iteration of the game development. So how will the fundraising take place on Tonplay?
Well, I like this question. We thought about this because that's really important, and I admire all guys who are crazy enough, brave enough to start testing their NFT project. So, what is the procedure? First of all, we'll have Investors Day. Like, we have pool of the games which are super great, and we help them with the pitch decks and organize the Investor Day. So on this day, we have list of investors who are ready to check the games and talk with them further. Also, after the platform release, we see a bit different flow. Like we suggest the minimum of traffic for games if they have a demo or like first version, and they have metrics and they have audience who love the game or not. And using these metrics, they can go further to investors via Investors Day or something, other options, and suggest them to check the results. And the last point, we think about like investor launchpad for when games sell their NFTs, and that's kind of investments. It's not NFTs which they can use in the game, like for mass audience. This NFT is only for investors who want to invest in this project, and it's kind of a safe, but in the Web3.
Should I be incorporated for that step already as a team, as a company, to receive that fundraising?
I think yes. However, just today, my colleagues and I discussed what do we need from the games to release the game on the platform, and the answer is particularly nothing. You just need to have your Ton wallets and the game actually, and that's all. We didn't think about the KYC part for the owner of the project. However, if we move on and think about and talk about the investments, you definitely need some kind of a company, and be careful with the jurisdictions. And unfortunately, you should think about this also. Unfortunately, I mean, because it's like, it's not that great and funny as developing the game.
I understand. Do you have plan to provide in the future maybe some incorporation service in Dubai or Estonia for young game startups? That is not like already small or medium game companies that just going to build Web3 in their games and they want to receive funding through the launchpad. But you really team of enthusiasts, students that started to build the next big thing.
I think for them, we recommend to find out a small amount of money in order to create the first prototype and then follow the flow when they can test their hypothesis and then move on to investments. And I'd like to say that yes, definitely would like to provide this service to help guys in this part also. However, you understand that cannot be in charge of everything. We are trying to help teams, particularly with everything, and our team try to answer all their questions, and also our lawyer always searching for the options in order to help them, but still not ready to answer like yes, definitely we want to.
So for future, I have a question from our viewers. Daniil Sidov is asking, don't you think all the play-to-earn games are pyramids? And some explanation. They all work principle, like buy these NFTs on marketplace, play some simple game with these NFTs, earn tokens, sell them, buy more NFTs. And if no new players are joining the game for some time, token price will just players are dumping the tokens to gain profits. So in the questions, don't you think that all play-to-earn games are pyramids?
Well, he's absolutely right. Lots of play-to-earn games are just a scam, and that's what we're afraid of. Because I personally believe in the principle that gaming first and NFT second, and like crypto stuff second. And in our user flow on the Tonplay, we suggest users to start and like tap play button first, and only after they have this need to do something with the NFT stuff, only after that they like, oh, I need to do something with the NFTs.
Okay.
And for example, I know a great Korean project. They develop like hard games, hard and heavy, like Web3, like standalone projects, and they use the same flow to gain Web2 audience. They first create the game, get the audience, let them find out and get the like experience from these games, and like only after a month users realize that this is a blockchain games, and they done like education, motivation via loot boxes and gifts, not about tokens. So they've done everything in order to make their users crypto friendly, and that's definitely not about promising earnings. So that's I think that's my like main idea of this presentation, is that tokens is really difficult to create, tokenized economy, and play to earn, if we talk about earnings only, it's a scam, and it's like so easy to go to a Ponzi scheme.
Yes, share our joint experience to help developers build real product and don't not go this way. That is not correct way. Okay, another question from the audience. Alex Boltai asked, are smart contract verification tools ready? Some verification, validation, smart contracts on your pipeline for applying projects?
Well, for now we have options to mint your assets, to buy and sell, and we have marketplace smart contract. And we're now developing 2 loot boxes and merging. So like just in a month, it would be ready. And I'd like to say more about SFT here. Like our team, thanks to them, I love them actually. They developed a new standard for SFT tokens. What it means, this is semi-fungible token. Like when we talk about gaming, NFTs are not always perfectly for game experience. For example, you need thousands of membership cards. They're actually the same. It's like a passes for a tournament or for like special occasion.
Mhm.
And if we talk about membership cards as an NFTs, you literally should mint every membership card, remember thousands, as an NFT. And this is not a unique asset, like it's not non-fungible because they have thousands of the same. And we developed this standard where you can create this like as a ERC 1155 or
Mhm.
something similar. And you can also mint it via our platform and use it in the game. Like everything which has a characteristic as a common, something you have like thousands or hundreds. And it based on Jeton. However, we improved it in some way and suggest our games to use it also.
Correctly understand. Tone Play provide not only fundraising service, but also a bunch of ready-made smart contracts or upcoming smart
Right.
contracts we can use. Just deploy a little bit with a small modification. We can use as a game developers. It's in our. Also, you are building an SDK, quick communication and deploying of that smart contracts. And also, if it is correct, you're building the tools, libraries for building quick, like one-step verification by using Ton wallets.
Well, actually, I can say yes. Talking about SDK, we think about white labeled solution
Mm-hmm.
just next year,
Mm-hmm.
because when we have like lots of talks with game developers, they also ask like, well, probably we don't want to list on your platform. Why should we use it and all this stuff? And that's fine. Like, there are many standalone projects which don't need to be on some platforms. And they ask about white label solution, and we also prepare ourselves for this.
Like a white label solution for a custom NFT marketplace, if I correctly understand. For
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah. Like they can just
great.
put everything inside the game.
Great. Okay, so I have other questions. We can continue. So
Wow.
uh, we are a game dev team. We are already like in process of fundraising. And what projects will be successful?
Huh. That's an interesting question because, as I told on the presentation, that we are in a way where we should search and test. And I personally can't answer. Like, there is no correct answer for now. Like, successful projects have characteristic like they are stable, they have perfect user involvement, they have cool metrics, and they're financially successful. And everything what I mentioned is the result of something which should be fun.
Okay, I understand. Um, okay, so as I remember, you told that you prefer or focusing now on HTML5 games, web projects. I think the main reason is because the Telegram and Tone has a lot of mobile orientation, and this is why we're also focusing on mobile games. And also today, the browsers have like a lot of browser that will be used or can be used for creating web-based games that could be launched as a Telegram web app to
Yeah,
integration of Tone. But the main question, what do you think about computer games on Ton? Because we have applications or for Telegram on any kind of platform, almost Mac, Windows, I think on Linux as well, and Ubuntu. So maybe what do you think about the computer games on Ton, and there is some opportunity that will build like big ecosystem of game project around the Telegram? Can it compete with the Steam actually?
Oh, I'd like this future. So on Play we have desktop version, and that's also like as a main option for us. And it depends on the desires of the game developers. So keep in mind that we also have like a browser option, full screen for desktop. And we believe in the Telegram web applications. And currently we test our games in our acceleration in the web app only also, because that's a great flow for users. Like they chat with friends. You can send your tons via wallets, bots, crypto bots, and like they can send tons to each other. They can invite friends to play together, and they can play online. They can play separately. However, you can also put everything on Telegram. And then, if there is an option, and we have this option, thanks for web apps, you can launch your game just on Telegram. And on Play, we can sign up users on our platform if user launched the game in the web app, just in order to make this connection and in order to provide users the option, marketplace option, because Play is not on. It's not only the place where you can play, but also where you can buy and sell. And just imagine you play on Telegram, then share the result with friends. And I want that probably we will have this option to sell NFTs just on Telegram.
Yes, 100%. I hope the Instagram will integrate Tone as well in some. I think I have the final question and the big one. Where do you see Tone Gaming and Tone Play Launchpad in 5 years?
Oh, I love this question. I think that Web3 gaming, and especially Ton gaming, has a huge potential. And just let me say some numbers, and then just to illustrate what I want to say, GameFi has already reached $1 billion in 2022, and is estimated to grow up to 28 billions by 2028. And we have this huge potential, and I think that Telegram audience is the key for us. We'd be glad to have 5% of Telegram audience playing Play games. That's our goal, and we think that it could be reached via our platform.
Great. Thank you for all answers and for greatest presentation. Now I want to ask you just for warm words or wishes for the hackathon participants that they will build also blockchain games during the Prague hackathon. I think part of the teams will apply for your incubational or acceleration program on Tomplay. So what can you tell or wish that guys and young founders?
Well, guys, I wish you luck first, and be brave to find out something special for your users. be crazy when you think about the user flow and game mechanics. Try to put something new together and think about NFTs, like all this technology option for merging, loot boxing, burning, transferring, and I think you can definitely create something super valuable and win the hackathon and make our players happy.
Great, thank you very much for that warm words, and I hope that you will participate in hackathon, even in remote way as well, to help teams in some consultation workshops. And for all viewers, I want to tell you thank you for participating in daily stream. We'll see you tomorrow on the next pre-hackathon stream, educational stream. And have a nice rest of the day. Have fun. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too, and have a nice day. Bye bye.